Hey, I'm Carlos Garcia, and today we're going over my Whiskey Cigar Club recap of July. 12 bottles, we only had one in July. And let me tell you, it's about 4 o'clock in the morning. I've been up all night with the Bourbon group. We recorded like 4 videos tonight. So, a little toasty, not gonna lie to you. But all the stats I have written down. I'm out drinking this video, so we're just kind of go over stuff. And you do not want to miss this one. This one 100% has the Wild Turkey Gold Foil in it. It has the new Russells in it. And some other sleeper bottles I don't think people are talking about that are really, really good. A lot of the bottles in this lineup actually scored very, very well. So even if it came like in 8th place, I think it's still going to be a good bottle. We'll talk about it, each one, but let's do a giveaway. All right, I just had to do that right now because usually I have this kind of set up before I record the videos, but I've been up all night, man. It's been a night with the Bourbon group, and this is for the Scotch video, and the winner is Scott Schumacher 1585. So Scott, if you see this, send me an email. I'll give you those scotches, which were pretty good. I know I didn't love them in the video so much. Had another day with a cigar like 2 nights ago. Again, I really enjoy them with cigar. Maybe not so much by themselves, but let's get into the video. All right, so let's get into the video. So this is a recap of my July Whiskey Cigar Club. We had some absolute bangers in here. Some bottles that I didn't think were going to compete in this level. And man, I'm telling you right now, you're going to find, I'm going to tell you about some whiskeys, some of the ryes. Don't cry later, that are phenomenal for the price point. So let's get into the first group. And if you're new here, let me quickly go over it. So my Whiskey Cigar Club is, we all blind 4 bottles at a time. So we're gonna go over 3 sets of 4. I pour them, so I'm supposed to know what they are. I usually forget, and 100% forgot a lot of these. Like I remember the 1B we're about to go over, 100% didn't know what that was. I thought 1A was a whole different bottle. I thought 1A was 1C. So I never know. I just try to rate it as unbiased as possible. But I'm gonna go over my score, my notes, the group score, and we're ranked between 1 to 12 because we're going over 12 different bottles. So let's get into it. All right, let's get into the first lineup. Great lineup right off the bat. I really enjoyed it. And we had a very good overall 12 high scores. So you're going to see like, oh, that came in 8th place or whatever. And you're like, that's not a high ranking, but the scores are all pretty good. So we had a very good lineup that in the group. Because the first one, this came in 10th place. And I'm telling you right now, this was pretty freaking good. So this is the Charter Oak. This is a French Oak. And the reason that we have this in this lineup is I'm pretty sure I already went through a bottle of this. And I want to compare this to the new Sweet Oak or Finest Oak. Finest Oak is the newest one. So one of the next video is probably next week maybe. Is going to be comparing the French Oak versus the Finest Oak. But I needed this bottle to be open because the Finest Oak, we already tried it. And this was so freaking good. I really enjoyed it. A lot of people say the Finest Oak is even better. So 100% going to be a bottle in the next couple of videos comparing this one to the Finest Oak. I got red fruit, sweet, nice, vanilla, sour milk, which is not a good note on the nose. Red fruit, light, oh no, bright, not light. Red fruit, bright, sweet, strawberry and cream. I remember this one. Strawberry and cream, sweet, strawberry and vanilla ice cream. I enjoy this a lot. I scored this a 3.7. I really enjoy this bottle a good amount. And so I scored 3.7. The group scored 3.33, which overall is a pretty good score. It came in 10th place. So if you understand, that's a pretty good score for a 10th place bottle. So we're going to see how that goes against the Finest Oak bottle. Pretty sure that might be next Monday's video. And you're going to see a lot of the bottles from today's video will be in videos, the next couple videos. So we go to 1B, is Ampersand Rye. I was talking this shit up apparently on my Drunken Super on Friday night out the Whiskey Cigar Club. I really enjoy this. I had it actually again tonight. It's 8-year. It's like a $50 bottle. It is freaking good. I really like this bottle. I scored 3.9. So I really liked it that night. On the notes, I didn't really like it. Grassy, earthy, sweet oak, dark, nutty. On the palate, dark leather pecan, nutty tobacco. On the finish, dark leather pecan, nutty tobacco jam. It does dark fruits with pecan notes for me. Like I got a lot of pecan, whatever you want to call it, notes on this. With it wasn't very rye forward, but it was just a different profile that I really enjoyed. And I didn't know the price. I didn't even know we were drinking this. I forgot this was even in this lineup. I scored a 3.9, which is a very high score for me. The group scored 3.42 because, you know, rye. People just hate ryes. It came in 7th place. This $50 bottle beat this allocated bottle pretty decently. I do really enjoy this. I would say if you can find this for $50 or less in your market, we don't get in Connecticut, I would 100% get this. This is 100% a bottle I want to do against the Silver Springs, against the Sagamore, because they're all under $50. A cheap rye that's delicious. I mean, this freaking nailed it. Now, it's finished. It's different than the other two, but this is so good. Now, let's talk about a bottle that didn't do so well. This Penelope Riveria. And it's a new, you know, they had the Rio, they had the Havana, and now they have the Riviera. On the nose, I got banana sweet chocolate. On the palate, banana bread ethanol. On the finish, light, slight banana ethanol. I did not like it. I did not like this. I've had it numerous times already. I see it's like half a bottle already. I scored 3.1, which is going to be my lowest score. This is how good the lineup was today. 3.1 is above a 3, which is the middle point. The group scored a 2.86, so even less than I was scored. You know, people are more critical than I am, apparently. This came in last place. This is 100% the worst thing we had this day, and I agree with that. This was the worst thing we had that day. And let's talk about something that was much cheaper, and something I wanted to maybe do a review on. If you guys want to see a review on head-to-head with this one in the next bottle coming up, is these First West. This is Baby Black Corn, 15 stars, 95 proof. The next one's also going to be a First West one. I thought this one for a cheap bourbon was pretty freaking good. So I got purple grape, sour, off-putting. This is on the nose. On the palate, slight off-putting, ethanol, nutty, chocolate. On the finish, peanut butter, chocolate, slight dank, dark fruit. Slight dark fruit. Was it amazing? No, but this is a cheaper whiskey. I thought this was pretty good for the... I didn't know what I was drinking. I didn't know the price point or anything like that. But I thought this was actually a decent pour. I scored 3.4. It's not like anything that was earth-shattering or anything. The group scored 3.04. It came in 11th place, so it came below the Penelope. Again, I kind of agree with the group. It wasn't amazing or anything like that, but when we got to the next pour, which is another First West, we were like, oh, this is significantly better. So let's get into the next group. All right, now I went to the second group, and the second group was a little bit of a heavy hitter because of this bottle over here. But what I was trying to tease in the first group is the First West came out with another one that's 8-year, is 100 proof, a little bit more expensive. And I got on the nose sour, nutty, oak, sour milk. So not my favorite nose at all. But you know I like the palate better. Or at least I care more about the palate and finish over the nose. The palate, red fruit, sweet, sour again, vanilla. On the finish, sweet oak, light vanilla, slate mint on the finish. I scored 3.5. I actually enjoyed this quite a bit. The group also liked it a lot with a 3.45. It came in 6th place. 3.45 is a pretty good score in a blind of 12. it's something that I think is distributed to a lot of different markets. So if you see this First West 8-year 100 proof, that's something that you might want to pick up and kind of just try and kind of see if you like that or not. I think that's a pretty good Kentucky bourbon. Kentucky? Yep, Kentucky straight bourbon. So then we go into, this is a store pick. So my local store did a Reveries 8, 10, and 15-year pick. I already reviewed the 15-year as one of my best bourbons in the years above turkey. Above turkey. You know me about above turkeys. But we had this 10-year and the 8-year. The 8-year is actually higher proof, so it's actually in the next lineup here. But this Reveries 10 was pretty good. I did think I liked the 8-year better. And it's actually better with a cigar because we had multiple of these with cigars later on. But on the nose, funky, nutty, sour. Again, not my favorite nose. On the palate, sour, funky, unique. Still not doing the best. On the finish, savory, very different, hard to explain. I saw the hard and I didn't know what the hard was like. Hard to explain. So it definitely is something that was very unique that I couldn't figure out myself. My goal is to do a video of all the Reveries I have, because I know Reveries is something in the bourbon community that we're talking about, we're chasing. I have a few different Reveries and I want to do a video on it and kind of talk about it. So then we go into this Crittenden's Stogie batch, right? Stogie batch Cuban cut edition. I mean, if you're going to put, if you're going to put out like a cigar thing and put Cuban on your freaking thing, I'm 100% going to buy it. I'm a sucker for cigar blends. You're going to put Cuban cut on that. It's something I'm going to buy 100%. And let's see, what I get on this nose? No, syrup, sweet, pancakes, dark, sweet. I write sweet twice? I did write sweet twice. On the palate, oak, nutty, darker, walnut, sweet, fig Newton. Oh man, I remember this one. I really like this one. On the finish, oak, darker, leather, walnut, sweet, fig Newton. Fig Newton. Especially like the jam was inside the fig Newton was popping up strong. I scored 3.7. I enjoy this more than the group, 100% for sure. I just like that darker profile, that Fig Newton profile, 100% is right up my alley. The group scored 3.42. It came in 7th place. But a score of 3.42 over group is a pretty high score. And I scored 3.7. It's one of my favorite things I had. I did have it with a cigar. Do I remember what I enjoyed with a cigar? I do not. I wish I could tell you. There's certain things I remember. This is not one of them I remember. But I will be doing a cigar bourbon, cigar finished whiskey video soon, because there's a couple I have. And this will be added to it. So I'll kind of see like what are the better cigar blends that are coming out in the past couple months. And this will be part of that. So we'll see how that goes. Maybe I actually smoke a cigar with that. We'll see. YouTube doesn't really like that though, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. I trust us to do this. And then we go to 2D, which is the pride of Anderson County, which a lot of you guys were asking me about this. And this is barrel 96. So I know there has been discussion about what barrel number it is and everything. It's a 9.5 age on it, right in the front there. 9.5 age. It is 57.36 alcohol by volume. Holy crap. Distilled in 2016, bottled in 2026. So you can say it's 10 years, but it literally says right in front, 9.5. On the nose, sweet, dark sweetness, nutty. On the palate, green apple, oak, rich, sweet, peanut butter, chocolate. On the finish, oak, rich peanut butter, chocolate, fruity. Every sips is a new experience. I'm trying to read my own handwriting, guys. I apologize. Every sip is a new experience. I remember in the conversation about how we have enough that we can probably drink 5 sips, and every single one, I really enjoy this. I scored 3.6, a good score for me. Do I think this is worth $250? This is the problem, right? This $250 bottle, very expensive. I've had this now numerous times because I had this in my other whiskey cigar club. I put it on here and purposely kind of see how it did today. It scored 3.65 with the group. It came in 5th place overall. So still a very good bottle, but I don't think it comes near the price point it's asking for. Something that I could not recommend for the price point. Definitely something that you can not spend your money on and maybe spend your money on something else. So let's go into the last group. All right, now we get into the last lineup. I just did multiple videos of Bourbonado, and one of the videos was with the Wild Turkey Guilfoyle. I compared this to the Russell's 15. I think a couple other things. And this thing is freaking phenomenal. And I will tell you, I don't know what other channels are going to give out samples of this Wild Turkey Guilfoyle, but if you watch this channel, you have a chance to win some samples from this, because I'm going to be doing multiple videos with this, because even this bottle is about less than halfway done. I luckily got a whole nother one because people in Connecticut are just freaking amazing. And we did a whole lottery thing on Saturday, and my friend won the right to buy it. He was the second pick. The first pick got some stupid Japanese whiskey like an idiot, which is fine for us. But my second friend won, and my friend won the second place and was able to pick up this bottle. He brought it over to me at the end of it and goes, "You want this?" I'm like, "Of course." And I was like trying to give him something for it. He's like, "Just pay for it. I don't care." He has it already. Awesome, dude. Trefon, I appreciate you so much, man. I really appreciate you helping us. And he basically said he knows that we're gonna do on this channel, us. We're gonna make sure that I do videos on it. I'm putting out samples. No other whiskey tuber that I know of is going to be putting out whiskey samples of the Guilfoyle on the videos. So please subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed to the channel already. We're not doing a giveaway today, but I plan on doing a bunch of videos with the Guilfoyle to give you guys opportunities to try samples of it. And Bourbonado, literally an hour ago probably, when I re-recorded it. I don't know when he's actually going to post it, but we compare this to the Russell's 15, this one, and the Beacon. And so you can kind of see that video on Bourbonado. I don't know when they're posting that. I know I'm posting this tomorrow's video. I'm recording this Sunday morning at like 4 o'clock in the morning. This is going to be Monday's video. You guys are going to see this Monday, July, or whatever. I don't know the freaking days, but me and Bourbonado were up all night. We recorded a bunch of videos, so I don't know if you're going to see that, but I'm going to record my own video where I'm actually taking notes and being more responsible about it, of the Wild Turkey. So please subscribe to the channel. You know, put that bell on, because I just post videos whenever I feel like posting videos, and I want you guys to be able to try this. So we're going to be doing giveaways of the Guilfoyle. I think it's the best thing of 2026 so far. And let's talk about it, right? So on the nose, Purple Jolly Rancher, oak, funky, sweet, slight darkness, sour, cherry, complex. I can't read my own handwriting. On the palate, oak, fruit, vanilla, strawberry, sweet, slight sour, a nice darker note. On the finish, slight permanent black marker, vanilla, oak, sweet, marshmallow, darker sweetness. And when I said the darkest sweetness from the Bourbonado, Jeremy called me out on that. I'm more talking about like if you do a cream brulee, like the burnt caramel on top of it, where you put a fire on it. That's covered like the dark sweetness, molasses, brown sugar, like that profile versus your regular white sugar, regular caramel, like the lighter sweetness, the darkest sweetness. Kind of like how I look at it. I scored a 4.3. My favorite thing we had in this tasting. It came in first place for the group. The group scored a 4.34. The group scored it higher than me. This is my favorite thing I had, and the group scored it higher than me, 4.34. So everyone loved it. It was phenomenal. Again, it's blind. They don't know what they're drinking. I should know because I'm the one pouring it. If you have ever done any kind of tasting with me, I 100% do not remember anything. Some of these bottles I didn't even know were in the lineup when we were drinking it. It's a whole different thing, but I really enjoy this. I enjoyed it today with the Bourbon Isle with Jeremy, trying it versus Russell's 15 and other things. This is something that I'm sure people are hyping it up. I don't think so it's a $400 MSRP bottle, apparently $350 to $400, whatever. This is something that I would easily pay $500 for sure. $500 would be easy, no-brainer for me. Because how I look at it is, I bought the Brookhill for $500. I bought the Calumet 18 last year for $500, and I think that this bottle smokes both those bottles. We're gonna find out, because I'm gonna compare them to some of those bottles. Maybe I'll do a video on like $400, $500 bottles and kind of see what the best stupid expensive bottle is, and do giveaways with it. Because I think you guys should be able to try these things. And if I know a lot of you guys will never spend the money on this, let your local degenerate Carlos Garcia pay for it, and maybe you'll win a sample. But I think this Gold Foil Wild Turkey is just on a different level of just deliciousness, and I can't talk this up enough. I don't see how, well, we'll see. Hopefully something can beat it. But that's my favorite bourbon, I think, this year. But we'll see. It's maybe in Wednesday's video. I'm going to do Wednesday's video as like best whiskey of the year type thing. It's either going to be in this Wednesday's video or going to be next Wednesday's video. I haven't recorded it yet. So this might be Wednesday's video where I can just compare these two against each other and some other bottles. But we'll see. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do for Wednesday's video. But we have this new Russell's Reserve 13, which I literally got the day of Whiskey Cigar Club on Friday. This is the 45th anniversary. It's supposed to be really good. My store manager literally brought it to the store he brought it to the store at 5 o'clock. Whiskey Cigar Club was at 5:30. It was a whole thing. Like, you don't even know. I was like, you told me I was going to come here, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, and he's like, oh, I was not there. I'm like, I appreciate the hustle from Greg. So thank you, Greg, for getting that bottle to me so I can share with other people. On the nose, sweet, vanilla, funk, oak, slight nuttiness. On the palate, dark fruit, oak, slight nutty, marshmallow, sweet. Oh no, I wrote not sweet, not just kidding. Marshmallow, something off, vanilla. On the finish, darker oak, vanilla, dark cherry, slight chocolate. Even with that something off note, I still scored a 4. I really enjoy this. Now this is coming right off of the Gold Foil. I maybe have to compare it to other things that aren't the Gold Foil, because maybe I think the Gold Foil is just that much better. But I really enjoyed the Russell Reserve 13 2026 45th anniversary. I scored a 4. The group scored a 4.18. Again, the group scored it higher than me. It came in second place. So this is your 1, this is your 2. And if you're following along, we saw this at 3 and 4. They're over here. So we have this Reveries 8-year. Again, it's another Conti's pick. We did the 10-year earlier. And this is a higher proof. I do in a proof order. That's kind of how I do my Whiskey Cigar Club tastings. On the nose, oak, red fruit, dark fruit, some funky sour. Not the best nose, kind of like mixed match. A palate, woody, spice, proof, sweet. On finish, woody, hazelnut, darker, dark chocolate. I scored 3.7, which is a decent score. The group scored a 4.02. It came in third place. This is a really good pour, and it beat out the 10-year. Which is funny, right? So the 8-year beat out the 10-year. It's higher proof, so that might help with it. And my buddy Ryan, who had the 8, 10, and 15 with cigars before this Whiskey Cigar Club, was telling us how the 8-year was the best one with cigars. So we 100% brought this out with cigars. It was phenomenal cigars. So I don't know why the 8-year was just so much better. Maybe it's a proof point. But this 8-year from Conti's, and it's the cheapest, obviously, out of the 3, and it's phenomenal. So then we go to the 3D, our last pour of the day. This is a SLB Pick, short barrel, 12 years, MGP, high proof. at let's see, 133.9. If you watch the video where I did a video with me and Kent from SLB, where we're comparing ryes versus each other, this was the rye that we drank at the end of the video. The rye that was supposed to be in the video, but his wife unfortunately put the bourbon in. And this is a phenomenal, phenomenal rye. And so on the nose, sweet, slight rye, earthy oak. On the palate, rich, bold oak. Dark, in your face, dark sweetness. On the finish, rich, bold oak, dark rye spice, cocoa. So a little chocolatey note. Let's go with 3.9. I love this bottle. And my group scored it a 4, exactly a 4. And it came in 4th place. So for a rye to do that well, when other ryes that were phenomenal didn't do so well, this short barrel 12-year, so if you, again, this is a pick, this is what it is, a single barrel. But if you could find a high age MGP rye, that's a pick. Now this is about $130. You can find something maybe around that price point, less. Maybe you have a store that you can try the picks. This was one of the best ryes I had this year. So 100%, this lineup right here, these 4, you have a pick, you have a national release from Wild Turkey. These are some of the 4 best whiskeys I've had this year. I will 100% be doing videos with these. I'm going to do a video with the Reveries. If you're my Patreon, if you want to do a Reveries pick, you let me know, because 100% something I would love to do, because I think I've had everything amazing from Reveries. And this short barrel, I'm telling you, this is a phenomenal rye. So we've had some good ryes this year, but this is not the cheaper rye. This is a more expensive one, but so freaking, look how dark that is, man. That is dark. Anyways, that's today's video. I apologize if I may have been slurring my words tonight. I just want to say thank you to the Bourbon group. We've been hanging out all night tonight. We recorded multiple videos. We set out to record one video at 10:30 Eastern time. We were drinking afterwards, just kind of hanging out, just basically like, just having, drinks together. And then people were like, oh, let's click record and compare these 2 bottles. Let's click record and do these videos. By the end of the night, it was just me and Jeremy just drinking some stupid bottles and just recording. So I thank you, Jeremy, and all you guys from Bourbon for all that stuff. I really appreciate it. When those videos come out, it should be in the next couple weeks. But I'm just saying, we did it tonight. This video is gonna be on Monday. I'm recording it. I'll edit it. I'll post it today. But I know they're a little. They stack their videos a little bit, so just go out over the Bourbon. They have a YouTube channel. They have a great community on School app, SKOOL.com. Bourbonado, 100%. The link of it, I'll put the link in the description, so you guys go click on there. I know a lot of you guys are already members because we've done some stuff in the past. Great group of guys. They're doing some great stuff. They tell me some stuff, some kind of like behind the details stuff they're doing in the near future. I'm telling you right now, you want to be part of a community, they're a community to be part of. They're doing stuff the right way. And I might be going to, October, mid-October. They're taking over Heaven Hill. They're doing a whole Bourbonado thing in Heaven Hill. And I might be doing a pick at somewhere in Kentucky that I think a lot of you guys would be very interested in getting. I would be very interested in getting a pick from there. Follow Bourbonado. Join my Patreon for that kind of stuff. And if you saw anything today in the 12 bottles, I usually do 24. We only had one Whiskey Cigar Club in July. So if you saw something today you wanted a review of, I feel like I'm going to do a review on most of these bottles. So if you have these things, talk about in the comments. I know there's no giveaway, but definitely let's talk about in the comments, and I'll see you guys there. Don't look stupid. And if you do, don't get caught. Bye.